Finally. Yo. That's hilarious. Finally. Yo. I'm back. I'm back. I know last night we went kind of into a crazy stir, but hey, it is what it is. But like I told you, I get on every day. It's just that my schedule don't be right sometimes, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to people who came in hitting like very quickly. Shout out to the homie Imran Robinson coming straight in. Shout out to the homie what's that? Lewis Patton. Shout out. Shout out to Lewis Patton for sharing the video. I appreciate you. That was very quick. I literally just got on. Shout out to the people. I already got 3 people already watching on Behance. Shout out to my people on Behance. Shout out to my people on Trovo. Shout out my guy Cookies. He already in here. So I already know the love is strong. He already in here. Shout out to my people on Twitch. I know Twitch, it may take y'all a second to get in here. And shout out to my family on YouTube that's been with me for years. I'm slowly building my YouTube family back to where we used to be. So, okay, what we going to do, we going to go ahead and get it started. If you watched last night, you already know we already started on these designs. But I'm going to just show y'all basically how to maneuver this type of project. So as you can see, I already have my line work done. To my people who have worked on these type of projects, we're going to start. We're not starting at the very beginning. We're going to start at the point where if you're finished with your line work. So let's say you had a logo or a design or whatever, and you finished all of your line work. You should be right at this step that I'm at right now. As you see right now, I'm at the step where you get to, getting rid of all your access lines. So something that I feel like I haven't said enough in my videos, but I want to make sure I make this very clear. What I'm showing y'all within these tutorials, this method is completely different from the method when you use custom brushes. If you do need my custom brushes, all I need you to do is inbox me, DM me, or email me, and I will send you those custom brushes for free. Now, using your custom brushes, that method is different. I don't want you to follow my method and be like, Jay, why isn't this method working? This method does not specifically work when it comes down to custom brushes. Everything that you see that I have used right now on these designs specifically are the stock items, which are the pen tool, the curvature tool, and possibly your paintbrush, which are stock brushes, and your shape tool. Everything that is already in Illustrator without any extras or plugins or any steroids, this is what your project should look like. All of these lines should look kind of like this. Okay. Now, if you're using custom brushes, understand your look will be a little bit different. Now, like I said, I'm going to say it again. If y'all need those custom brushes, make sure you contact me and I will make sure I send them to you for free. You don't owe me nothing. I like to send people custom brushes for free. I don't like nobody struggling, trying to get these custom brushes. I actually don't even feel right selling them to people because I know in reality, everybody who's selling custom brushes, they're not doing nothing but selling y'all something that they created within seconds. So I just don't feel right selling people something that I know ain't right. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. So once you finished all of your line work, this is what I want you to do. I want you to grab your selection tool, the black selection tool that you see on the left side toolbar. Select this entire thing just like that. Boom. The entire thing is selected when you see everything highlighted in color like that. Once you have that highlighted like that, what I want you to do is go to the top of the screen, click on Object, and then click on Group. Once you click Group, you have now grouped all of your lines and your line work. To no matter if I click off of it, any part of the design that I click on, as you see, once I click on it, everything is all grouped together. So what I want you to do now is go back to the top of your screen, click on Object, scroll down and click Expand. Boom. Once you click Expand, a menu is going to pop up. Don't click nothing, just press OK. Once you press OK, boom, you have now expanded all of your line work. So all of your lines that you had, you have just now turned those into shapes. So once you have it like that, I need you to go back to the top of the screen again. I mean, no, you don't. Okay, after you expanded, after you're at this step, what I want need you to do is go to the right side toolbar and click on your Pathfinder button. If you do not see the Pathfinder button, go to the top of your screen, click on Window and scroll down until you see the P's, and then click on Pathfinder. Once you click on Pathfinder, that little menu should pop up. Y'all not gonna see it, but if you are following me on Illustrator, you should be able to see this menu. Once you get inside this menu, what I want you to do is click Divide. Boom. Once you click divide, it's going to look like nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Something did happen. What happened is all of your lines that are now within whatever you expanded and divided, all of these lines are now split up to where you can start now clicking those certain lines and getting rid of them. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to click off of our subject that we have selected and click on your white selection tool, which is called the direct selection tool. I think the quick way, instead of clicking it, you could just hit A on your keypad. Just hit A on your keypad. That's just selected. A is the white selection tool, and if I'm not mistaken, V is the regular selection tool. Let me hit V. Yep, V is the regular, and then A is the direct selection tool. So hit A. Once you hit A, you should be selected onto that. What I want you to do now is click on the lines that you don't need and start getting rid of them. So you see this one right here, click on that, just keep hitting delete till it's gone. Click on that, keep hitting delete till it's gone. And this is how you build your project. The reason why we overlap these lines in this type of way is in order to get that very clean, straight look. A lot of times when you're working on a design, especially if a customer is shopping with you, a lot of times they want you to have that very clean, straight look when it comes down to, to getting a design done. Nobody wants a design that looks all raggedy and cheap. People want a nice, clean design. And this is how you get rid of your lines once you overlap, so you can have that very clean look. As you see, we just getting rid of lines, just clicking them and hitting delete. Now, the way to get rid of a lot at a time, what I want you to do is hold your shift key. If y'all watching me, depending on which platform, you should be able to see a keypad right above me. Look right above me, you'll see a keypad. Now what I'm doing is I'm holding the shift button. Hold on, wait, let me click back on Illustrator. I'm holding the shift button and then I'm clicking on those access lines. So hold shift and start clicking on those lines that we want to get rid of. Make sure you hold and shift the whole time that you're doing this. Hold shift, click. You're gonna be doing a lot of clicking. If you click on the wrong thing, don't worry, just click it again. That's how you deselect it. All right, just keep clicking. Keep clicking. Click all the lines that you want to get rid of. And once you have all the lines that you want to get rid of, let go of shift and then just keep hitting delete until everything is gone. Just like that. You could do either one. You could either just click and delete like that just to get it fast, or you can select hold shift and select those lines, let go of shift and start deleting them. It's either way, it's whatever preference works for you. I would strongly recommend, if you are doing this type of method, what you want to do is hold shift and start deleting, because that will help you move faster. If you are working for a company, if you are working for a customer, really a lot of times when people pay you large amounts of money, that is for your speed. They want you to move a little bit faster with this project. They want you to be fast and accurate. So if you're new to this, method, and I don't want you moving too fast to where you're messing up. So if you have to take your time, go ahead and take your time, because I want this project to be as perfect as possible. But if you are a little bit more experienced as me, then I do want you to speed up. Do whatever you have to do to get this project knocked out as fast as possible. Let me check and make sure nobody said nothing. I don't want to be ignoring you. Okay, I see Lewis Patton say yes, sir. Shout out to him. Shout out to Emran Robinson for that finally. All right. It says shout out to Marcus D on Twitch. Okay, let's go back to Trovo. We good. Behance. Shout out to all those people watching on Behance. I don't see no comments, but we good. Let's go. We just knocking out this project. All we doing right now, if you just now checking in, we are just getting rid of all those access lines that we don't need. Now, this project specifically isn't for a customer. I just want to let y'all know that, just in case you may see me mess up on something. It is what it is. This is a personal project, so I do not have to be perfect specifically on this type of design. Okay, I think I just seen somebody come through. Okay, shout out to Doc COE Shout out to that person for hitting like. I appreciate you. You know, you could be doing anything right now, but you're hitting like, and I appreciate that. You know, like I always tell y'all, you do not have to stick around this entire time. I just appreciate you if you just check in and let me know, yo, what's good, big nigga? I'm in here. I'm just checking you out, just showing some love. I appreciate that. Just in case you're wondering what this is, these is just some little sketches I made. Y'all know. You already know. If you've been following me, you already know I draw literally every day, making projects every day, whether I'm working with a customer or just doing just some random shit. And the main reason why I always tell y'all to create these type of projects is because the more you work on these type of projects, whether you trace in a lot of these exercises that I'm showing y'all, this is going to get you to that level to where people are going to want to shop with you. A lot of times when people buy designs, they're trying to buy it from somebody that has experience and speed, and somebody that just knows how to put together those very clean projects. I guarantee you, and this isn't no bullshit, I'm guarantee you, if you follow these instructions, you will be able to get a clean cut design. Okay, so this design, we pretty much got it done. So let me make sure there are no questions. Don't let me ignore you. Let me make sure we good on every platform. Okay, cool. We good? All right, let's go. So once you get to this point of your design, once you've gotten rid of all of your access lines, this is how you color a design. This is what I want you to do. Either hit V or click on the black selection tool. Remember, the shortcut is by hitting V on your keypad. Now, what I want you to do is select this entire thing again. And this is how you start coloring. Go to the top of your screen, click on Object, scroll down to Live Paint. Once you get to Live Paint, click on Make. Boom. Once you click on Make, you have now prepared your project to start live painting. So what I want you to do is look on that left side toolbar and click on the Live Paint bucket. The shortcut to get to Live Paint bucket is just by hitting K. But this is for my people who are using Illustrator. Some of y'all may be new to Illustrator. Just in case you do not see the Live Paint bucket, on your left side screen, on your left side toolbar, there's 3 dots on the bottom of your left side toolbar. Let me see if I make it long ways. Yeah, even if you make it long ways, you should still see those 3 dots on the bottom. Click on those 3 dots. Once you click on those 3 dots, a menu will pop up. Once that menu pops up, just look through that menu and find your Live Paint bucket tool. That's how you find your Live Paint bucket tool, is by clicking those 3 dots. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. Boom. And click on your Live Paint bucket tool. And right under the Live Paint bucket tool is a color box right here. Double click that color box and choose whatever color you want to use to fill in. I always use black when I first do colors because black is always just the main color you use for most cartoon designs. So what you want to do now is if you follow these instructions properly, when you hover your mouse over your subject, you should see the colors highlighting in this type of manner. Do you see that? If you see the colors, if you see the colors highlighting in this type of way, that means you're doing this correctly. So what we're going to do now is start coloring in all the blacks. All you got to do is just click it. Boom, boom, boom. You see? It's that simple. It's that simple. If you see holes in there, don't worry about it. Just color them in. Just click them in. It's that simple. Just click them in. Let's fill in all those holes. Fill in all those holes, just like that. Boom, boom. Make sure you zoom all the way in. If you don't have a trackpad like what I'm using, if you have a mouse that has a ball on it, make sure you use that ball to zoom in real close. You don't want to be missing nothing when it comes to this coloring process. So this is supposed to be a cereal box. I didn't necessarily even think about a color for this dude, but I just put red. I think most cereal boxes are red, so let's choose red. Let's get like a dark red. Let's color Buddy in. Want him to look like some goddamn cereal. Make sure you color in all these holes. I'm gonna color the top of his eyes a little bit darker, just so you can see the distinction and the difference. Let's color that in. Color in those eyes. Let's color that in. Boom. Now, let's make the top yellow, because you know usually when they have the box tops, they make that yellow. Let's make that yellow up there. Boom. And then let's make the top. Matter of fact, let's keep the top red too. Boom, boom. Matter of fact, let's make the side a little bit different so people can see the distinct difference in the side and the front. Let's color that a darker red. Boom. Boom. Let's make that a darker yellow. You want to make sure when you're coloring in projects like these, you know, you're just showing the difference within those certain parts. When you're dealing with a box, when it comes to the side of the box, the bottom of the box, you either want to make it either darker or lighter. Which you see the side I'm making slightly darker. I'll make that tag right there white. Just like that. Boom. And then of course his teeth and his eyes, we're going to keep white. We don't want him to look like he high as hell. His teeth, let's keep these nice and white. And just like that, boom. Now his gloves will be white. Most cartoon gloves, you know, the whole glove thing, I want to say they started that in 1930. And most of the times when they made cartoon designs, they made them with white gloves. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I feel like they started that in 1930. I remember in class, I remember hearing that when I was in class. Okay, boom, boom. Let's just coloring all of these in. I'm gonna show y'all a trick to make sure you colored all these in properly once you finish this project. Now his shoes, we could actually make his shoes red and white, just to be a little bit creative. Let's keep this part red. Let's color all that in. And we can make the fronts white. Make the front and the bottom white. Select that white. Let's color that in. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do the same thing with the other shoe. Select that color. Use your eyedropper tool if you want to color in something and you want the color to match the old color from another part of the design. You want to use your eyedropper tool to keep that same color going. Remember, anytime you're working on a design, you want the design to be clean and organized. You don't want to just throw anything together and, you know, be unorganized with the colors. That's not a good look, especially when it comes down to doing business. You know, you're going to look like an amateur. So, okay, cool. As you see, we got all the colors done on this project. Now, this is the thing. Once you have a project like this, you can make a decision. Excuse me, let me move that. You can make a decision. You could either make a decision to create highlights and shadows once you have a design like this, or you could just leave the colors just solid and basic like this. A lot of times we add highlights and shadows when it comes down to a project like this, just to give it like a, you know, just a bigger look. A lot of times when you just see a project like this and it has very simple basic colors like this, simple basic colors are cool when it comes down to printing, because a lot of times when you have highlights and shadows, that could become an issue in the printing process when it comes down to doing bigger things with your design. Like, let's say you want to get you know, big business signs and all type of different accessories. You don't want to get too crazy with the colors, because that will become a problem in the printer. So, okay, so that's one. Now let's go to the next. Actually, nah, I can actually show y'all a little bit of shadows. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of shadows just so it's not like I'm not giving enough information. Yo, shout out to Idris Basari for coming straight in, showing that love. I see you, my brother, and I appreciate you. Okay, let's see where we at. I'm trying to keep up with every site, y'all know. Y'all know I'm streaming on multiple platforms, so I can't necessarily see any and everybody saying something, but I'm trying to make sure I properly respond to you in the most professional manner that I can. Let me turn on my other light. For some reason, I forgot to turn my goddamn light on. You know, even when it's dark outside and you're doing a live stream like this, you still want to have your lights on. I mean, because it's light outside right now. It's still early in the morning. Yep. Let me see. Let's make that a little bit brighter. Hell no, that's too bright. About right there. Yeah. All right. Let's continue. Let me turn this music on and we're going to continue putting this shit together. Let's go. Now this is how you make shadows. Basically, you take the tool, you make sure you color right around the edges. Excuse me, you make a shape around the edges. And what you want to do is make sure you make whatever adjustments you have to make. After you make the adjustments you have to, I'm trying to make sure I'm louder than the music. After you make the adjustments you have to make to the shape that you make on the black outer lines, what you want to do is add color in the inside like this. Boom. Once you add color in the inside like that, click your opacity on the top of your screen. And then what you want to do is take that opacity down just like that. And that's how you add shadows to a design. So we're going to do that into the entire design. Let's go. Trash ass music be getting on my nerves. Hold on. I came with the trash music, dog. Trash instrumentals. And that's it. I don't think we should hold on. Stop this weird ass music. But I don't think we should do too much when it comes down to this character. I don't really necessarily feel like it's necessary to be adding way too much like unnecessary highlights and shadows. I just wanted to add a little bit to it just to give it more personality, you know what I'm saying? That was really it. Let's go ahead and go to this damn burger. So we gonna do the exact same. Let me turn this goddamn shit down. Okay, so we gonna go and do the exact same thing that we did with the last design. We're gonna do the exact same method. So what I want you to do is select this entire thing. Wait. Like, unlock your layer. Unlike me, I have my layer locked. Unlock your layer. All right, select this entire thing. Object, group. Object, expand. Click OK. Then click on Pathfinder button on the right side. Hit divide. Boom. Now everything is ready to be divided. So go ahead and go through. Let me hold shift. Start getting rid of all of those lines. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm moving kind of quickly. Do not worry about that. When you're working on your project, you take your time. If you see a designer working this quickly, you should be concerned. Unless they know what the fuck they doing. Unless a person is very experienced, you should not see them moving this fast a lot of times. But I got a little bit more experience than a lot of designers that you see. That's why I can move this quickly. But one thing about art is never rush a artist. When you rush an artist, you are bound for some bullshit to happen. And you don't want that to happen when it comes down to projects. You want to give a person their artistic freedom, and the more comfort they have, the better the design is going to be. Never rush your designer. If I could give y'all any advice, if you do plan on going to a graphic designer, never rush them. When you rush them, you're putting pressure on the design, and they are not going to put their all into the design if they are rushing. I know a lot of people do that. It's crazy. In all my years of this career, I feel like most people want a design done very quickly, which is very weird. You do not want a designer to work extremely quickly on a design. That's the worst thing you can ask for, because your design is bound to have some type of error. Okay, we got that. We're just trying to make sure we hit every point of this burger so this burger makes sense. Let's get rid of those lines and the drips. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I think that's it. Let's check. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, cool. So once you get to this point, what you want to do is go to our next step, which is coloring. Select this entire thing like that. Go to the top of your screen, click on Object, scroll down to Live Paint, and then click on Make. Now, if you followed these right, you will notice that if you highlight your Live Paint bucket over here, then the Live Paint bucket will highlight. It will highlight whatever color this layer is. And all we're doing is going in and coloring all the blacks first. Everything that needs to be colored with black, we're going to knock that out first. After we get done with that, let's start adding some colors to this damn burger. So remember, with the bun of a burger, I believe the bun is what? Light brown. Let's try to find a good light brown in here. Not too light, but something light. Like that. Boom. Make sure you fill in all those holes that you see. You see any holes? Fill them in. Just like that. Let's get the bottom half of the burger. Boom, boom, boom. Now, once you get to this part of your design, what you want to do now is start filling in the colors. So let's fill in the lettuce, which is green. Let's make that like almost like an off green, just like that. Just color that in. Boom, boom. Make sure you're filling in all your holes. Make this as nice and easy as possible. Let's not get too ridiculous. Now, if you notice, and if you do this same method, I'm telling you, you would eventually get to this point where you can move a little bit faster. Let's do the tomatoes. Tomatoes are obviously red. Let's get that nice, good, bright red on there. Let's fill those in. Boom. Just like that. Now let's get the cheese. The cheese, you want to get that bright yellow, that almost orangish type of yellow. Boom. Now, for the drips are supposed to be red, almost like some nasty ass blood. Let's make that a dark red. Let's fill that in. Boom. Uh-oh. Shit then came out as white. I don't like that. Okay, now let's fill in those colors. Boom. Just color that in. Just like that. Boom. Now, what we want to do now is get that burger done. Burgers are always a dark brown, if I'm not mistaken. I can go online and check, but I believe it's a dark brown. Let's try to get a dark brown like that. Boom. There we go. As you see, we almost done. Let's make that eye white, and let's make the teeth white. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Simple stuff, y'all. Simple stuff. All you're doing is clicking and coloring stuff in. Clicking, coloring stuff in. Just like that. Boom. Look at that. Look how quickly we did that. Ain't even take much. Ain't even take much effort. Understand that this method I'm showing you, you could do this with anything. It doesn't matter what type of design it is. This could be for a logo. It could be for a character, a symbol. All you need is this method that I'm showing you. And like I said, once you get to the point of finishing up your colors, then you can make the decision where you can either add highlights and shadows to your subject. So give me 1 second. I'm about to pick up my pillow and put that shit in my chair, man. This new chair be hard as hell, uncomfortable. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, let me turn the camera off right quick while I get up. Hold up. Never knew what they do, what they do, what they do. Never knew what they do, what they do. You've got your problems, baby, and I've got mine. Let's just put it together. Don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me tonight. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to YouTube and get some music cracking. Had that 90s bootleg movie music going. Yo, man, I don't know what to do about this music, man. I don't know what to do about it. This music, bro, I just can't, man. Like, I'm thinking about possibly paying like a service or something and trying to get some music, like some good royalty-free music, or probably finding like a good 10, 20 beats. I might go to a producer and buy like 20 beats that I could just use for every video. You know what I'm saying? All I need is like a good 20 beats in rotation that just sound good. I want like some smooth Larry June type shit. Like, I think I'm gonna buy like 20 of them and just work them every video, just so I ain't gotta keep dealing with this trash music, bro. I just can't with this music, man. It's just too much for me. Like, for real. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to go to YouTube, play my go-to instrumentals, and we gonna go ahead and get this cracking. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Let's go to playlists. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, come on, YouTube. Don't play me, YouTube. All right. These are much better, much more normal sounding. I like stuff that sounds like it's kind of from this year, not from the early 90s and shit, early 2000s type beats. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me know if y'all can't see anything. If it gets to the point where y'all can't see anything, let me know. I know sometimes my shit be glitching. The screen will go black or something weird, let me know. And I'll come straight in and fix that shit. Okay, we got that ice cream. Let's go ahead and add some color to the boy. Object, live paint, click on make. Grab your live paint bucket tool. Start coloring this shit in. Color the inside of that mouth. Let's get that mouth. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and start adding the other colors. I was gonna make this one pink, like a pink ice cream bar. Hold up. Make sure you're coloring in all your holes. Keep your holes in check. I was gonna make that top like a light blue. Come on, music, don't fail me. Oh, it feels so good to have better music. Lord Jesus, that other music, man, it should be hurting me, man. All right, let's fill in that popsicle stick. That should be like a light brown. Let's fill that in. Should we make this dude eyes red? Fuck it, let's make his eyes red. I don't give a fuck. Let's keep his teeth white. Let's keep his teeth white. And last but not least, let's get this goddamn donut. Same thing. Select that whole goddamn donut. Go to the top of your screen, object, group, object, expand. Click OK. Go to that Pathfinder button and click divide. And now let's get to work. Keep selecting them. Selecting shit and deleting shit. That's all we doing. Selecting, deleting. So we're gonna get rid of this. We don't need that. See, this is the secret, y'all. The secret to good graphic design is music. I know what you're saying right now. What? No, this is the secret to graphic design, man. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, man, ask most designers that you know that are very good at design. One of the secrets to graphic design is having some good music, some TV, or just watching something while you're doing your design and just working on it. And this is how you knock out a lot of those long, drawn out projects. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing nothing. Okay, cool. Once you get to this point, you know what to do. Select this entire mother. And then what you want to do is go to the top of your screen, click on Object, scroll down to Live Paint, and click on Make. Once you click on Make, boom, now you're ready to get to coloring. Grab your Live Paint bucket tool, start coloring in all the blacks. And then the other part you need to be colored. Once we got it colored like that, then we can start filling in all the regular colors. Now, a donut is usually what, brown? Let's get that out the way. That brown, that ain't it. Let me go online and look for a brown. Hold on, wait. I seen some people hit like, hold on, let me acknowledge this. It said, you really put me on a whole new hustle with that beat cell idea. Yeah. For real, that might be a good idea for somebody, like anybody that plans on doing live streaming or, or just anything far as video. That could be a hustle for like a lot of producers. Yo, start making beats for people who have live streams. Start making beats for people who do like, any type of YouTube videos or any type of content. You don't necessarily always have to make beats that people could just, be writing raps to. You could just make beats for just chilling. Beats just for different vibes or different things that people's doing. I'll tell you a secret. A long time ago, and I used to make beats, I used to always try to make beats for people to study to. Bet you never thought about that. Make beats for people to study to. There are a lot of people in school, college, and things like that. Make beats for people to study to. And watch how much money flows in. And make sure all your beats are to the point where, they're licensed, they're not too much samples to where you got to deal with stuff like that. Make sure that everything is fully original so you don't have no extra problems to deal with. And I guarantee you, that could be a hustle you could be making some money off of. Why do I look so fucking sweaty right now, yo? Y'all look greasy as fuck right now. Hold on, what the fuck going on? I think that's these lights. Fuck got me all looking all greasy and crazy looking right now. Okay, look, now I don't look as greasy, but god damn. Yeah, I'm leaving that off, man. Shit had me looking black and greasy like a motherfucker, man. What the hell going on? Y'all see that shit? Looking greasy as hell in front of this damn camera. I didn't even see myself. I was like, damn, that threw me off. Forehead shining and shit. All right, y'all, let's continue. All right, let me find the color to a donut. I want to make sure I'm putting the correct color on a damn donut. So let's choose donut, cartoon. Let's hit a lick on some colors. I'm going to show y'all how to hit a lick on some colors. You see some colors online that you want to hit a lick on? I'm going to show you how to hit a lick on some colors. You see this? We found this little Simpsons looking donut online. We're going to make our subject a goddamn Simpsons donut. So this is what we want to do. Grab this picture. We're going to move it over to the side just like that. So what we want to do now is click on your eyedropper tool. If you see an eyedropper tool, that is the tool that looks like a goddamn squirt bottle. You know what I'm saying? And what you want to do is once you click on the eyedropper tool, click on whatever color you want to use. We want to use this pink. Use that pink, click on that, boom. Once you click on that pink, go ahead and grab your live paint bucket and just start filling shit in. Just like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Just fill this shit in. you see any little holes, go ahead and, fill those little holes in. Boom. Now, one thing about colors, nobody owns a color. Don't worry about using a color from something you saw online. Can't nobody sue you for using no color. I mean, at least I don't think so. I've never heard of that. If you get sued for using a color, you know how fucking crazy that would be. I ain't gonna lie, I never even heard of some stupid shit like that. But I'm just showing you how to get some colors off of some shit. This is what you want to do. Fill in all those little colors. Just like that. Oh shit. If you ever mess up, Command Z. If you on a Windows computer, I think it's Control. Y'all can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But it's Command Z if you on a Mac. Y'all know I use Macs. I do not mess with them Windows computers because y'all be getting them viruses. And don't lie and say you don't. I know y'all be getting them viruses. Y'all be out here on this internet fronting, man, I ain't never got no virus before. Y'all do be getting virus on the Windows computers. That's why I don't mess with them. When I was a kid, one of my homies got a virus on his computer, had that boy crying. I said, oh, hell no, I ain't never getting that shit. So that's why I've been straight with the Macs. You ain't never heard about no nigga with a Mac getting a virus unless you was going hard with them with them flicks. You got to be careful with your words on this YouTube, John. Okay, as you see, I'm using my eyedropper tool and I'm grabbing these colors. Grabbing these colors for these sprinkles and I'm just filling them in. I'm just filling them in at random. This is really a preference thing. You don't have to do this. You are not forced to do this with any project that you do. But if you just want to speed up the process, remember, we're working smarter, not harder. You go ahead and grab your colors from an image you found online so we can speed up this goddamn process so we ain't got to be taking all goddamn day. I know y'all ain't got time to be watching me on this goddamn thing all day. Okay, some of the sprinkles are white. So I think I'm going to leave like 2 or 3 of these Jones white. Let's color that yellow and white. And let's make this one on the bottom white. Boom, just like that. Okay, so we got our colors. Let's color in the eye and the teeth. Let's color that in just a simple white. Boom. Let's color those in. This is simple stuff, y'all. I'm telling you. This shit is not that hard as it seems. Don't let any of these people on YouTube and all these other websites get you confused and make you feel like this stuff is harder than what it is. This stuff really ain't that hard, man. It's just hard when you want to make it look good. Now, that's what's hard. But actually doing what I do, it's not that hard, man. Now, I don't want to trick anybody and make you feel like this is just some super duper easy and that just anybody can do it. No, not just anybody can do it, but I would feel like most people should be able to do this. This method that I'm showing you is very similar to like cutting hair, but with the guards on. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what I'm saying? If you ever cut some hair, especially black people, you ever cut a black person's hair, if you put some guards on the clippers to cut somebody's hair, you can't mess up because when you have guards on, no matter how hard you go or how crazy you do, you can't mess that person's hair up because the guards are on. Right now, with this method that I'm showing y'all, we got the guards on. You can't mess up in this method unless you're literally just choosing not to follow direction. It's that easy. But once you start, using your custom brushes and, all of those like different pen tablets and all of that, now you're working without training wheels. And once you start working without the guards, then that's when, stuff gets a little bit harder. And when stuff gets harder, people get discouraged. Don't get discouraged, though, y'all. Just follow these methods, and I guarantee you can get something out of what we're doing. So let's continue. So now that we have our subjects like this, what we're going to do now is add shadows. So what you want to do is go ahead and start a new layer. I already got one. But to start a new layer, go to the bottom of your screen, right? It's a little plus sign that says create a new layer. You want to hover your mouse over that. It's right next to the trash can. Just click that and start you a new layer. And this is the layer we'll be doing our shadows on. Now, I've said this previous in the video, but just in case for my people who may just now be coming in, what you want to do is create a shape on the outline of the subject. So we're going to make a shadow on his eye. So let's go ahead and make a shape. We're using our curvature tool to create this shape. Let's use the pen tool. Let's make a straight line through here, here, and yeah, we could just leave it like that. Let's make a straight line like that. Use our pen tool to come back up with another 3 straight lines, and let's connect those anchor points. Grab our curvature tool again, pull that out just like that, and pull this one just like that, pull that one just like that, and pull this one just like that, just so we can go around this eye, make it nice and clean. Now to add color to it, what you want to do is double click your color box. It's right under the live paint bucket tool, and then just press OK. Boom. That's how you have your colors. Right now it's white. You don't want shadows to be white. Make your shadows black or just another dark color. Once you have it like that, go to the top of your screen, click on opacity, and take that opacity down to whatever makes you comfortable. Usually my average shadow length, opacity is about 30. So yep, let's do that for the entire project. Let's go around this little burger. And you want to add shadows and highlights to projects when you want them to look full. But if you are working on a logo for somebody, I don't always recommend this. You don't always have to do this. You know, this is not some, and you know, some customers will tell you straight up, I don't want all that shadows and highlights and shit on my design. And but make sure you ask first. This is if you are a person who is pursuing customers. Make sure you ask, man. Build that relationship with your customer, you know. Make sure you can build that communication where you're asking certain things and you're making sure you're not disrespecting this person's design. You know, you want this person to trust you. You want to make sure you have that communication. Nothing is going to work without communication. Remember that. Whether it's a relationship, graphic design, anything, any type of relationship you're building, make sure you build that communication with the person. And trust me, once you build that communication with the person that you're working with, you can't fail unless they want to fail. Guarantee you. When you have good communication, especially with a customer, you could be contracting yourself a customer for life. Anybody who knows me, and I got people who could literally vouch for me in this. I've been having the same customers since 2014 when I first started getting customers. No exaggeration. It's only because I kept those relationships and I always kept that proper communication with the people who work with me. And they know that, hey, even if Jay's going to do some trash ass shit, he keeps his communication perfect with me. And I know he's going to be honest with me. Make sure you're being honest with your client and make sure you have that communication. That is how you are going to maintain those clients. Long as you retain those type of clients, you will never be broke. I'm telling you some real shit right now. You will never be broke when you keep that good, honest communication within your clients. And whatever you do, do not scam anybody. And if somebody wants their money back, give it to them. Straight up, give them their money back. You know, let's talk about that for a second. Most graphic designers, they will teach you, if someone pays you money, don't give it back. Listen to me, y'all. And I'm telling you this as a person who has had customers for a very long time. If somebody gives you some money and they don't like the design that you created for them, I'm not even telling you to give all the money back, but give that person their money back, man. Some people have worked very hard for that money. If you messed up or this person is not satisfied, create some type of policy where they can at least get something back. Sometimes it's not about the money. It's not about the money all the time. Sometimes it's just about doing good business with people and letting people know that, listen, even if I mess up, I care about you because I want to keep you around. Just because I messed up on this situation doesn't mean we can't still work together. Maybe it was just this project that we're not going to work on. We could still work on a different project. Don't put yourself in position to be fighting to want to take people's money. And I know some people may listen to this and may be like, man, I really disagree. I feel like once a person pays me, I'm going to keep their money, whatever. Man, listen, man, it's not that serious. If you're doing good square business with people, you're going to be getting money anyway. There's no reason to be taking people's money, holding people's money hostage if they don't want to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? As anybody who knows me, I will refund some money in a heartbeat. I don't give a damn. That's one thing about me. Now, I'm not refunding you if I already finished the project, but I feel like it's just the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm working on a project and a person like, man, I'm not feeling this, whatever, give them that option. Just say, you know what? We don't even have to go on with this. I could just pay you your money back. And like I said, it don't even have to be all of it. You could be like, look, I give people a 50% refund if they just not satisfied with what's going on. But, you got to pay me for me doing my work. But like, I can give you some of the money back if you're not satisfied. I'm just telling y'all good business practices that you want to do with people. Having these type of good business practices is what's always going to keep you in business. Just like McDonald's. McDonald's has some trash service, bro. Trash service. They hire a bunch of teenagers. These teenagers be messing up your orders, all type of shit. But one thing I can say about McDonald's, a lot of times they will refund you, bro. They'll refund you if they messing up. That's what it's all about. It's all about doing good business. And no matter how much McDonald's mess up, people always gonna go back. Just all about good business practices. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the shadows on this character. I didn't want to get too shadow crazy. Just wanted to, put some shadows in there. Let me see. That's okay. I see something came through. Shout out to my boy, Emron Robinson. What'd he say? He said, my boy was baby oil. He said my boy was baby oil down. Yo, I don't know why I'm sweating like that, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on, bro. I'm sweating hard as hell, like I'm fucking running or something, man. I'm turning the light on. I look at myself. I'm glistening hard as hell. I'm like, oh, hell nah. I had to put a stop to that shit, man. For real. I think because I got the damn heat on too high up in my house, but like, I don't want to stop and go turn it down. Actually, you know what? Let me stop and go turn this heat off, man, because the heat is blazing in my crib right now. Usually the only reason why the heat is blazing like this is if it's like dumb hot outside. Hold on, let me stop and go turn this shit off. Hold on. Put on be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. God damn. Fuck, I'm sweating like this, bro. Is y'all hot? Is y'all super hot? Okay, maybe that's just me.
You still on stream or you ended it?
Yep, I'm still on it.
Aw, stream. Can we come up in here?
Yeah. I don't know why. Why do you want to come in here? What, you want to watch it?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
All right, come in here and close the door.
Just come on. Let me get you.
Close that door. I don't want no outside noises. You gonna bring in them old creepy little metal chairs? No, put that back. But see, look, y'all doing too much. That's the main reason why I can't bring you on the stream. You're doing too much. Look, now you got the thing laying on me. Come on now, man. Let me move up.
I'm probably just gonna stand. I was standing.
Why you gonna bring these big nasty metal chairs in here, man? Jesus Christ, man. All right, let's continue. So we work. So if y'all can see, we working on I'm working on 4 different characters. Y'all already seen me work on this like 1,000 times, but these are the characters I'm working on, and right now I'm just adding shadows because I'm pretty much done. You see, right now I'm at a point of just adding shadows. So you see, the way you add shadows is you put the colors on the outlines. Now all of y'all have iPads. All my kids have iPads, by the way. So they do have the capabilities to do exactly what I'm showing y'all right now. It's just my kids are not into this. My kids not out here trying to be no goddamn graphic designer. Matter of fact, what do y'all want to do? What do you want to do with your life?
I really want to be a chef, but at the same time play sports.
You want to be a chef?
Same. I'd probably be a chef to cook a lot of food.
See, you just hungry. Y'all just talking about some old hungry ass shit. I'm thinking you talking about like some being a legit chef. You just trying to be you just some old hungry ass kid trying to make some bull.
Or I'll just be a basketball player.
A basketball player?
It's pretty hard. You just gotta...
See, being a basketball player is cool and all.
Yep.
But my thing is, being a basketball player is like a lottery. You know, something they don't tell a lot of y'all young black kids is there ain't even that much people in the NBA. So I feel like wanting to play basketball is fine. You know, I'm not going to discourage you of wanting to play basketball. But it's like 1 in a million. Or, 1 in a billion, if anything, to want to become a basketball player. So if you want to be a basketball player, you could be a basketball player. And, you know, I'm a designer and a videographer. I'll promote the shit out of you and get you out there. But it's just that those type of goals and dreams are just way too far-fetched for young black men. And I don't like that it's so many young black men who all want to do that when it's just not realistic. Like, I feel like a lot of dudes, when I was growing up, when I was like y'all age, I think every young black boy said that. I don't think no young black boy I was around didn't say that. I think all of them said they wanted to be basketball players. And you know what's so crazy? Not one of them made it to the NBA. None. Not one. Zero. The only person who I was ever around and I actually seen them get somewhere with basketball was old girl. Of course, you know, Jasmine and Skylar Diggins. They're the only people that I ever seen get anywhere with you know, sports. And that's literally like, what is that? What is that? 2 out of like a billion, out of a million people I done grew up around. So like, think about it. Like, you want to make sure you have goals and dreams that are realistic. Things that are realistic. It's okay to want to be somebody in the NBA. Like I told you, I'll help you get to that point. But if it doesn't work, you don't want to put all your eggs into one basket. And then as soon as you don't make it nowhere, you looking goofy. Because remember how I was just telling y'all, like, how it'd be like hella dudes out here that be like on drugs and shit like that. Mm-hmm. See, the reason why it'd be like a lot of dudes on drugs and shit like that is because they have it's like they have the education, but they don't know what to do once they get out of school. That's the reason why, like, there's always like a school to prison pipeline with young black boys, is because a lot of times when a young black boy gets out of school, he doesn't know what he want to do with his life. So that's why he results into doing things like selling drugs and all that other shit, is only because a lot of these dudes don't have no goals and they don't know what they gonna do once they get out of school. And hence, that's the reason why I went to Job Corps, because, you know, I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And once I got a trade, then you see, now I can make money off of the things that I learned for the rest of my life. Now, a lot of my peers, they don't have that. You know, they, of course, finished high school. And once they got out of high school, they didn't know what the hell they wanted to do. They ain't got no identity, because all they wanted to do their entire life was become Michael Jordan. But they didn't realize that there's only one Michael Jordan. There is no more after that. And wanting to be the next Michael Jordan is unrealistic to think. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible, because anything is possible. But I just don't want you to go through your entire life trying to chase unrealistic goals that are almost impossible to even get to. Y'all gonna have an advantage anyway, because as long as you tall like me, you know, y'all can play some goddamn basketball and shit, because you gonna have an advantage just from being some big tall nigga. I just don't want y'all to go through life thinking, man, I want to be, you know,
this type of person.
I want to be LeBron James and all this type of shit. But then you looking goofy when you get out of high school and all that type of shit, and then you just some regular nigga working at McDonald's. You know what I mean? So the main thing that I want y'all to do is, you know, just stay focused on business and building some sort of career.
Alright.
Now, being a chef is cool.
Yeah,
I would
you
say,
can
you know,
look out
being a chef is cool because you don't even necessarily have to be a chef, but it's good to have that skill just in case. You can have that as a side thing just in case whatever your goals is doesn't work. Like for me, for example, remember I always wanted to do the rap shit. But see, the good thing about me is even if I want to do the rap shit, I could just jump into rap shit at any time. Because what I did was I figured out something in the rap that makes money. Like graphic design and videography and producing and engineering and shit like that. So if I ever want to be a rapper tomorrow, I could be a rapper at an instant, just like that. Just because I already have those skills and I have the education to do other things just in case that shit doesn't work.
Then you can upload it to YouTube.
Yeah. Now, shit. Everything what we doing right now is going on YouTube.
Twitch
So-
and some other stuff.
I mean, we've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube before y'all was even born. I've been on YouTube since 2008.
2000
Dang.
years.
Yeah, I want to say 2008 is when I went viral for that rap, and it was like worst rap ever type shit.
Weren't you like 18 or 17?
Hell no, I think I was 16 at that time.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I was like 16 at that time. Yeah, this is like when I was on YouTube, I didn't have the YouTube that y'all have. Like there wasn't like all of this YouTubers and stuff like that. Like that stuff didn't even exist when I was on YouTube. Like that junk was completely different. Like when I was on YouTube, like people was just like uploading just random stuff. I remember when I was on YouTube, the most viral video was like a dude dancing. He was dancing to that one song, that "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Oh, no.
They used to spam people with. Yeah, they used to spam people with that video. It would be that video, and
No, because people still doing that to
they still doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That was
It's called a Rick Roll.
yes,
that started when I was younger. Yeah, that started when I was younger.
like they
Is that Christian commenting right now?
Let's see.
It says, I love how real you are with your kids. You don't shelter them. You're always giving them game. They're going to be something and have hella more knowledge than their peers. Oh, my kids already got more knowledge than their peers. Hold up, sit down, man. Y'all, why you standing up? But no, my kids already have more knowledge than their peers. You know, all of my kids is straight honor roll students. My kids is on honor roll every year, every single time they get grades. My kids are smart as hell. They just be doing badass shit. So, yeah. Is that? Hold on, I think Christian commenting. Christian stalking us from
I
another
think
room.
it's on Twitch.
Oh, he been on YouTube since 2008. Nice. Christian, you old as hell. Why is you in the next room commenting? This boy is crazy. He in the next room commenting. All right. Anyways, let's finish what we was doing. As I'm working on this project. Yeah, adding the shadows. That's where I was at. So we adding the shadows to the project to anybody that's still looking. But no. Like I was saying, you want to make sure that y'all figure out what y'all want to do now that y'all at this age. So then by the time you get to the point of wanting to do what you want to do, then I can try to assist you. I already told you, I'm going to make sure y'all graduate. If y'all can't graduate, we cheating. Straight up. We cheating. Like when I was a kid and I was struggling in school, like, yo, like I feel like everybody in life was like giving up on me and shit. I was like, hell nah. I said, man, if my kids ever start doing bad, we cheating. I don't give a damn. I'll put y'all in online school and whatever, because I want to make sure that I'm doing whatever I can to make sure that y'all get y'all education and y'all can be successful by any means necessary. I don't want y'all to be out here and be like, you know how like some people like, by the time their kids get to like a certain age or whatever, they ready to kick their kids the hell out, and their
like
kids
18,
ain't got nowhere to go.
And
All
they
type of shit. Hell no.
and the parents just put them in an adoption center.
Adoption center is for the little kids, man. Not for no grown ass man.
No, but-
I'm talking about when y'all get grown.
Yeah, like when people.
Adoption is for like kids who ain't got no parents and stuff like that.
Or like they bad and the parents don't want them.
Yeah, I mean, even if a kid is bad, most of the time the parents ain't gonna want to just get rid of the kid.
Unless you like bad to the max, like you stealing stuff.
Unless somebody
Nah,
like,
even if you super bad, you know, people keep their kids even if they bad as a motherfucker. Like people kids will be bad as hell, and people will still, you know, keep them. I think people get rid of their kids if they can't handle them. Like,
yeah,
you know,
like if they don't got that much money and they can't take care of them.
yeah, like sometimes, you know, there are women who have done that. Yeah, like when I was a kid, that actually happened to a couple of my cousins. Like, they parents at that time, was messing around with drugs and stuff, and it got to the point where they gave them up. But they didn't give them up to the system. They gave them up to just other family members. That's how, like, Granny had, of course, got my cousins and stuff like that, because, a lot of times when I was younger in the early 90s, a lot of black people was on drugs real bad back then. So a lot of black people was losing their kids. And a lot of people don't know this. In the 90s and in the early 90s and the late 80s, a lot of kids at that time was ending up in a foster care system, because in the 80s, like, the crack era started, where it was like a whole bunch of people like on crack and stuff like that, and a lot of people was losing their kids. A lot of people was losing their kids to the system and whatever, and that's how a lot of kids that was right around my age range was ending up in foster care and with foster parents. You'll see a black kid with like some white parents and stuff like that. A lot of that was coming from that system, being crazy
and
from that era.
And people be making movies about about that stuff that been happening.
Yeah, because that era was serious, man. Because remember, I be showing y'all crackheads ain't really out there like it used to be. It used to be bad. It used to be worse than this. Than what we be seeing. Yeah, it used to be worse than this. Because nowadays, you don't really see crackheads like that super crazy no more. I feel like they still there, like, because we be of course seeing them by our house. But I'm talking about, like, it's not crazy like how it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was bad. They was breaking in your car, stealing your CD player, all type of crazy shit.
I don't get why. I wonder why people.
It was wild. It was wild.
I wonder why people was doing that, because what if the owner find they stuff in a pawn shop?
Nah, a lot of times when them junkies was like stealing people's like radios and stuff, they wasn't taking it straight to the pawn shop because they knew somebody was gonna report it. They was just selling it to somebody they knew.
To
Their
their
grandma
cousin
or
or
something.
something.
Yeah, to
Like
people they
cousin.
knew. A lot of times they would sell it to the person who was selling
out
them
the
drugs and stuff. Yep, it was crazy. Yep, like I witnessed that when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? A dude that my mom used to talk to, he ended up on drugs real bad. So it was happening to a lot of people. A lot of people in our family. Yep, a lot of people in our family ended up on drugs real bad. For real.
Really?
How you think a lot of our family members ended up like the way they is? That comes from drugs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, we already know who one of
Now,
them
don't say
is.
their names. Don't say the names. We're not gonna put that on the internet. I'm just saying, a lot, a lot of them ended up like that because of that era. See, I try to have some empathy for them, because in that era, see, you got to think, when we think about drugs today, we calling it crack and stuff like that. It wasn't bad at first. It was normal. It was common for people to be messing around with stuff like cocaine and drugs like that, because it was like a social thing. Like, you go to somebody's house and whatever, you chilling at somebody's house, just chilling, like, you know how we be visiting like Troy and stuff like that. Like, imagine you go up in his house and he offer us some drugs. Y'all want to do some drugs? Like, that's how common it was at that time. It was like a social thing. It wasn't like something that people looked at the way that they look at it now. Once they figured out the long-term effects of it, that's when it got corrupted and got to the way it was. Because actually, at first, crack wasn't even called crack at first. They used to just at first it was just, they used to call it cocaine, and then they used to call it, it was called something. I can't think of the damn name. I think they used to call it like, what was the name? I can't think of what it was, but it used to be called something else. It wasn't this perverted name that it is now. Like, it wasn't looked at the way that it is now. You know, a lot of those drugs and stuff, it was kind of like the stuff that we look at as today. Yeah. Like, today, nowadays, you may see like a bunch of dudes drinking lean and shit like that. Like,
that's kind of normal now.
Yeah, that's normal now, but I'm telling you, the long-term effects of it, eventually they're going to call it something else. That's what a lot of these like police organizations do. Like, eventually they're going to be calling it something else. They ain't even going to be called lean no more. They're going to call it some crazy shit, like liquid crack. And then they're gonna be like, look at the effects of all of these lean drinkers, because when you start when you get off of doing lean or whatever, then you start shitting on yourself.
Oh no!
Yeah, for real, for real,
Oh no!
for real, man. When you do them drugs like lean and stuff like that, it's like, that's why it's good to never do it, because then when you want to stop, your body start reacting negatively. You start crapping on yourself.
Then you would have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you gotta go to the hospital. For real.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
Like, before you start to stop, go to the hospital before you start trying to stop. doing it.
Yeah,
Or
because
just don't
look,
do it at all.
that's the reason why you should never even just do drugs. Because see, this is the thing about drugs. See, when a person is doing drugs, they feel like they good. Like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do whatever. Now it gets bad when you want to stop. Because when you want to stop, your body doesn't react. Because your body then got so used to it, your tolerance then got built up. Now when you try to stop, then that's when the negative shit start happening. That's why a lot of times when a person want to stop doing drugs, they damn near got to go to a rehab facility, and and now they basically got to give you more, fake drugs to basically slowly get you off of it. Because I remember it was a dude that was doing heroin. He tried to get off of it. That boy was having seizures every day and ended up dying.
Dang.
Yeah, for real, ended up dying because his body couldn't take it, just him stopping like crazy.
Bro, I would just go into the rehab center.
He said, I just realized you're streaming from your personal page. How come you don't stream from your artist page? I do stream from my artist page. I just don't stream from it all the time. Like sometimes like I don't know, I just do a little bit of both. Like I stream from my artist page, from my regular page. It's just like whichever page I feel like is doing a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm like getting the most like views from. Now I'm actually going to be permanently streaming off my artist page eventually. But honestly, I'm not gonna be streaming on Facebook for too long. I feel like Facebook, like it's too many rules. It's too much fake love. Like it is what it is. I'm probably not gonna be streaming from Facebook for too long. As of right now, this is just something that I do. Just I'm just doing it for now, just to show people who really rock with me, like, yo, I'm doing this streaming stuff every day. But this ain't gonna be something I'm doing like all the time, every single day on Facebook. Really, my main goal when I started streaming was for YouTube. That's my main thing. I'm trying to build YouTube back. I used to have a real audience. I was monetized on YouTube. I used to be straight on YouTube. I'm trying to get back to that. Now, all of this other stuff, like it's cool, but I want to get back to where I was at. I want to be getting my little $20 every now and then, like I used to get. You know what I'm saying? That $20 is to come in handy. I used to like that little $20 I used to get every few weeks.
And you used to always do songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember I was shooting music videos and stuff back then. Y'all wasn't there, but y'all probably remember that. Cause I was taking care of y'all with that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's the main reason why you never want to get to the point of doing drugs, man. Because I'm telling you,
that stuff can ruin your life.
Them drugs, man, I'm telling you, almost every person I knew who ever got like real strung out, they always say like, man, I should have never like just started, because once I started, it just slowly got so bad to the point now I can't even stop. And I done seen people break down crying, man. I done seen people like really trying to get help and really trying to stop, and they just can't, man.
And like asking their family members to help them.
Yeah, because you got to think, you'll want the drug so bad that you just start losing everything. You lose your kids, lose your family, lose you don't got no car, you begging on the streets. Like when you look at those like people outside in the streets that done did drugs, the people like we be seeing and stuff downtown and stuff, you got to think that was just a regular person at a point in time. They was a regular person just like me or you. They had a house, shoes, clothes, everything. They had all normal stuff just like us. But all it take is that one bad decision. That's all it take. It's just that one bad decision of a person pressuring you into doing it, and boom, you could end up messed up. And we see it all the time with our family members. So I'm just letting you know. Like I told you, once y'all get grown, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You could be smoking any goddamn thing. I'm just saying, but by the time you get older and you get to the point of making your own decisions, you already know what this is gonna do. So you can already know to yourself and warn the people around you, like, look,
don't do this, don't do that.
You don't want to do that shit. You know, my dad already showed me what the hell gonna happen to you if the long-term effects of that shit. You might be looking good now. You know, you might be smoking and drinking and looking good now, but in a couple years, you don't know how the hell you're gonna be looking.
5 years later.
You're gonna be walking down the street, somewhere strung out with your hair fucked up and with missing teeth, smelling like crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's gonna be happening. Just don't do drugs.
Yeah, so I always encourage that. And when I'm talking about drugs, I'm not talking about stuff like cannabis and hemp and stuff like that, because of course that type of stuff does not have you strung out. But I would prefer for you not to do nothing. You know, any type of smoking can affect you negatively, even if it's the stuff that they say is quote unquote healthy. Any of that shit can mess you up.
Yeah, if you take too much of it, or you just
Anything, if you abuse anything, it can mess you up. If you abuse eating ice cream, it can fuck you up.
yeah, true.
For real.
Or just juice.
Even juice.
Even just,
How you think these people be getting diabetes and all that type of stuff?
or just going to McDonald's every day and getting the same exact thing.
Why you think I keep telling y'all I don't want to do that shit? Why you think I keep telling y'all that? I tell y'all all the time, man. I don't want to keep going to this damn McDonald's all the time.
But they burgers do be good. I can't lie.
But still, though, it doesn't matter if it's good. Just because it tastes good doesn't mean it is good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean it is good for you just because it tastes good, you know?
Unless it's like some healthy thing that tastes like the I mean, I used to saw this ad that kept saying egg, like it was like not egg, but it like tasted like egg. It was like healthy.
Hold on, wait. Let me say something right quick. To all my people that's watching, that's just now checking in, right now, I just did all the colors and the shadows for the project. Now what we're going to do now is just start adding the highlights to the design. I'm not going to add highlights to all the designs, but only certain ones. What you want to do is once you get to this point, once you finish your colors and your shadows and you do want to add highlights to your designs, what you want to do is click on your design, make sure the whole thing is highlighted and selected just the way that it looks right now. What you want to do is click on your, is go to the top of your screen and click Object, scroll down to Expand and click it. As soon as the expand menu pops up, all you have to do is hit OK. Don't hit anything else. Now, what you want to do is grab your knife tool. Now, most people who use Illustrator, you won't see this tool. But if in order for you to find this tool, click on those three dots at the bottom of your left side toolbar and then click on your knife tool. Once you click on your knife tool, the way to create highlights with your knife tool is you want to just take it and cut with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this knife, click and hold, and drag it down just like that on whatever edge you want to create your highlight on, just like that. Boom. Matter of fact, let me take that down, make sure it's connected like that. Boom. Once you have it collected, go ahead and click off of it. You want to click your white selection tool and then click on the edge just like this. Boom. And once you click on your edge, what you want to do is double click your color box right under your live paint bucket tool and then take your color up just a little bit or a lot. It's all about preference. I'm just going to take it up a little bit to about right there and then click OK. Boom. Now you have a highlights. And we're going to do that for the entire project. Okay, what was we talking about?
I was talking about the egg ad, but it wasn't like really an egg.
You said an egg ad.
Yeah, I kept seeing this ad. It was like this. It was like a little bottle. It looked like a little bottle, but it had like eggs. But it wasn't like really eggs. It was like healthy for you, but it wasn't like really eggs, like the eggs that come from chickens. So I was like, what is this?
What you mean, like some
The thing that just say egg.
It's like some healthy stuff?
Yeah, but then it's like that yellow bottle.
I ain't even heard of that shit. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I never even seen that either.
Yeah, is you making up stuff? Like you really seen this?
I really seen it. I think this was a while ago though.
You said it's some eggs that's not real eggs.
Yeah, it says it's called egg though.
It's called egg. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Now I'm pretty sure I saw it in the fridge one time.
In our refrigerator?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you talking about the I know what you're talking about. You talking about plant-based eggs.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, what about it? Why is we talking about plant-based eggs out of nowhere?
Because it was like healthy. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, you talking about plant-based eggs. You know, I'll be eating plant-based eggs a lot of times for like different projects and whatever.
Yeah, but I was like, what is
Yo, I can't wait till we move, yo.
There's a lot
Like
of
you
things
see, like you be hearing these cars. Look,
What is going on outside?
look. I wonder can they hear that on my mic? Car be driving past, revving hard as hell. That's
Like
why
a whole motorcycle.
I'm at a point. I want to move back into an apartment where we like up real high, so we ain't got to hear all the dumb shit on the ground.
You
no
can
more.
still hear it, but you won't hear it real.
We won't hear it as like goddamn loud as we hearing it. You hear how loud that shit is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, that shit is loud as hell.
Mhm.
All right, yo.
And the graphic design is going through pretty good.
It's looking good though, right?
Yeah.
It's looking good.
I like the sauce of the burger. Now,
It just looks like
it was
someone.
3D. It was 3D.
Ken said I heard it. Yeah, if you can hear that shit, man. Our like, dude, we live in a badass neighborhood, yo. Like, and really, we about to move soon, so I don't really give a damn. But I really just want to move because I just don't want my kids raised in an environment where
It's a lot of stuff going on.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in this neighborhood, a lot of shooting and fighting and shit like that. And I'm just tired of it, man. I can't take it no more, my nigga. But it's good because we moving soon. We ain't got to deal with this shit no more. Somebody in the neighborhood want to fight and get into some dumb shit. We ain't got to worry about this dumb shit no more.
Or like somebody shooting and accidentally shoot other people's houses.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that on the internet, but yeah. Man, I wanted to call myself Vanilla Visuals, but somebody already has the name and the same type of logo I wanted. Yo, I've seen that happen to so many people who want to like start like companies or whatever. They'll because a lot of times like people, they'll start companies but they don't necessarily check the names. So anytime anybody that's watching or whatever, or just now checking into this video, if you do want to start you a company, one of the easiest ways to search and find out and see if you have a unique name, search a domain search. If you want to search a domain search, use any type of domain website like GoDaddy or any website like that, and search and see if there is a .com of the name that you want to use. And then you can find out like if that name has already been used.
Yeah.
Or just do a simple Google search. Like if you want to name your stuff what Jahari Visuals, you can just search, just go to Google and just search Jahari Visuals and see if anything pops up. Search all social media, see if that name pops up, and do a domain search.
And if it don't pop up.
And if you really want to do like a hard search, like far as trademarks, what you want to do is go to USPTO website. Make sure you Google that, USPTO, and that's how you can search and see if there is an active trademark of that name, so you can make sure that if you do use that name that you have it legally. Now, J Damage is I already got it. I own the domain, the trademark, everything. If you want to take my name, you can't take it, baby. You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. But yeah. You got to make sure you search your name and make sure you can get your name.
You just gotta make sure.
Yep.
It's I was gonna use vanilla ice cream cone because the cone is shaped like a V.
Yeah.
Good idea, but somebody already got it, brother. If anything, Kent, whatever you do, if you do go with anything, if you do decide to go with the Vanilla Visuals name, just try to get a name that's similar and that's just very unique. I would say if you do Vanilla Visuals, maybe change up the way it's spelled and maybe make sure the logo isn't something that looks anything similar to anybody else's, because I'm telling you, if that is an established company, they will wait until you blow up and then come sue you. So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, because then you gotta pay all the money.
Because, Nike just did that to Bape. Like, they literally sat on the sideline and watched Bape for all of these years, and now all of a sudden they want to bust out of nowhere and sue Bape. They made sure that Bape made $1 billion. They probably sat on the sideline and was like, yo, how much is Bape making right now? Okay, they still ain't made enough. Let's wait till they get to 500 million. As soon as they get to 500 million, sue them niggas. Sue them niggas. Oh, I heard y'all just made 500 million.
Let's get that money.
Yeah, we gonna need that.
Like as soon as they get to 100 billion.
Oh yeah, y'all got to 100 billion. Okay, yeah, we gonna need that.
We gonna take 50 billion.
Vice Visuals, yeah, search Vice Visuals, bro. Search that. Search all the domains. Search the domain websites. Do a what's the name? A social media search, and then do a USPTO search on the trademark website. And if you see it available, go ahead and run with it, man.
Go ahead.
I just had another person that I just showed how to do that. But we're going to go ahead and end this video. I pretty much already showed y'all the tutorial and how to do everything, so there isn't really any reason for me to keep going. And I do feel like this is too personal. I don't really like my kids being on the internet and shit like that. I don't want nobody saying nothing crazy about my kids. Look at them ugly light-skinned niggas. So it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for checking out this video. I will be back on later on today, probably like between 7 to 8 p.m. Let me make sure I shout out everybody before I leave. Yeah. Shout out to the 9 people watching on Behance. I appreciate you watching, but I don't appreciate all of these people watching on Behance every day and never commenting. I don't appreciate that. So I would appreciate if y'all will stop stalking and say something. At least just show some type of love. I appreciate you, but I don't even know. Okay, so let's go to Trovo. Shout out to everybody who checked in on Trovo. Shout out to my guy Cookies. Hang Too Low. I see you on there. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. I see my son is still on there watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Christian in the next room watching. I don't like what is the point of that? All right. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to my guy Kent jumping on these different websites, coming in and checking in. And let's see, Facebook. Yo, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to Kent. Kent was on 2 different platforms and he put in a donation on the platform. Shout out to Kent for doing that. Shout out to my guy Emran Robinson. Shout out to Emran Robinson making huge progress on the design that he was working on. I appreciate you, brother. And shout out to everybody who came in and hit like. I'm gonna make sure I say y'all names. Doc CEO, my guy Big Muji. I forgot to shout you out, Big Muji. My bad. Shout out to my guy Big Muji. Shout out to Idris, always coming in. And just shout out to everybody who comes in and checks out these videos. Like I always tell y'all, you do not have to stay for the entire video. I just really want to show y'all these steps in order to put the design together. And I felt like I showed y'all all the steps. If you have any questions, all you have to do is either inbox me or DM me on any of these websites. Follow me on YouTube, J Damage, Twitch, The Real J Damage, DAREAL J Damage, Trovo at J Damage, Behance at J Damage, and Facebook at J Damage. And I'm done.
Okay.
That was a mouthful. It's hard for me to remember all these different goddamn websites because I know sometimes it'll be different. All you have to do is search J Damage and you will run into my shit at some point in time.
Like
Shout out to everybody.
So shout out to everybody.